good evening. Welcome back to Snorewood. If this is your first time here, don't worry. You haven't missed much. That's not a criticism. That's the whole point. You're in exactly the right place. For those returning, the beach is still there. Bev's is still open for another hour or so. Doug will be on the pier at 8:15, as he has been every evening for 11 years, barring a single exception in February of 2019, when he had a head cold and stayed home and watched a documentary about the Great Lakes instead, which he said was fine, but not the same. He was right, it's not the same. The date is a Thursday in late May. The time, as we begin, is 7 o'clock in the evening. The sun is still up, barely but present, giving things that particular late spring quality where the light seems to be trying to stay. Reluctant light, light that knows it's losing, but hasn't accepted it yet. The town feels tonight slightly more animated than usual, not dramatically, not in any way that would register to an outside observer, but to those of us who pay attention, and I pay considerable attention, there is a quality in the air, a mild hum of something. The Snorewood Gazette came out today, and there was a letter. The Snorewood Gazette has been publishing continuously since 1923. It comes out on Thursdays. It is 4 pages on a slow week and 6 pages on a busy one, and the definition busy in Snorewood terms would require some adjustment if you're coming from elsewhere. This week's Gazette is 6 pages. Page 1, a photograph of the new mural on the side of the library. Nice mural. A heron. Everyone agrees about the heron. Page 2, a notice about the spring farmers market, which begins the first Saturday of June. A small piece about the school board. A birth announcement. The Hershak baby, as previously noted, now officially named Rosalind, which is an excellent name. Page 3. Letters to the editor. There are 3 letters this week. The first is from Eleanor Boudreau, age 81, who writes every 3rd Thursday about something she saw that she liked. This week it was a cardinal on her birch tree. The letter is 4 sentences. They are 4 good sentences. The second letter is from a man named Frank, who feels that the parking situation on Seed Street has been mischaracterized in previous coverage and would like to set the record straight. This letter is longer than it needs to be, as letters about parking tend to be. The third letter is 11 paragraphs long. It is signed in full Bouchard, Ward 2 Councillor, Chair, Parks and Waterfront Committee, Snorewood Town Council. It concerns the Roundabout. The Roundabout on Maple Avenue was installed 4 years ago. It replaced a 4-way stop that had functioned without incident for 30 years. The Roundabout is, by engineering standards, a perfectly adequate roundabout. It is round. It routes traffic. It has a small garden in the center, with a decorative boulder and some ornamental grasses that the town's parks crew maintains without complaint. The roundabout has enemies. I do not use that word lightly. There is a group of Snorewood residents, self-organized, loosely affiliated, communicating primarily through the comments section of the Gazette's website and a Facebook group called Snorewood Says No to the Roundabout, which was created 4 years ago and still has 212 members, which is more members than the Snorewood Horticultural Society, which I consider one of the more genuinely useful organizations in town. There is a group of residents who feel strongly that the roundabout was a mistake, that it impedes flow, that the ornamental boulder is a hazard, that nobody asked them, that if you look at the accident statistics, which they do regularly and cite with considerable energy, The Roundabout has been involved in 4 minor incidents in 4 years, which they consider damning and which Terry Bouchard, in 11 paragraphs, characterizes as a number so low as to demonstrate the Roundabout's profound success. 11 paragraphs. The phrase civic flow appears 4 times. It was Terry, Nick called it. It is 7:15, and Terry Bouchard is in the Gazette office. Not because he works there, he doesn't, but because Dave Kowalski, the editor, has a standing arrangement with Terry whereby Terry is permitted to come in on Thursday evenings after close to read the physical paper, on the condition that he does not rearrange anything and does not stay past 8. Dave is Bev's younger brother, which is a fact about Snorewood I find quietly pleasing. This town fits together in ways that take time to see. Terry has been here since 6:45. He is on his second read of his own letter to himself. A man in his late 40s with the energy of someone who has had an excellent idea and is waiting for everyone else to catch up. Not unkind, just slightly ahead of the room at all times.
The Roundabout represents not merely a traffic management solution, but a philosophical commitment to the principle that movement through a shared space need not be adversarial. That's a good sentence. Frank's letter is on the same page. Frank got more column inches. Frank's letter is about parking.
Terry does not say anything else for a moment. He folds the paper, he unfolds it. He refolds it along the original crease, which is something a person does when they are practicing equanimity and finding it difficult. Then he takes out his phone, opens his email, and begins to type. The subject line is Emergency Meeting, Parks and Waterfront Committee, Roundabout Urgent. Please confirm attendance. He sends it to all 7 committee members. It is 7:22 p.m. on a Thursday. 2 of the 7 members are at a concert in Kingston. One is at his daughter's school play. One, Sandra Pham, reads the email, stares at the ceiling for 10 seconds, and puts her phone face down on the coffee table with a gentleness that suggests considerable internal effort. Terry, undeterred by the lack of immediate response, begins typing a follow-up email to the same 7 people. This one has bullet points. Meanwhile, across the street and half a block north, Maureen has read the Gazette. She has in fact read it twice. She is not interested in the Roundabout. She has no strong feelings about roundabouts, considering traffic management to be, as she once said, above my pay grade and below my concern. She is not particularly interested in the mural, though the heron is nice. She read Eleanor Boudreau's letter about the cardinal and found it genuinely charming. What Maureen is thinking about is a small item on page 4, bottom right. A business. A notices of opening. New to Snorewood. Groundwork Coffee. Opening June 1st, 14 Lakeview Avenue. Specialty coffee. Fresh pastries. Lakefront seating. Lakefront seating.
Danny, have you seen this?
The new coffee place on Lakeview?
They have lakefront seating.
I heard they have a deck.
A deck? Well, good for them. Not everyone can be on a corner. People enjoy a deck. I'm sure they'll be very popular with the tourist crowd. The tourists do love to sit outside. We have a window.
A very nice window?
We have 2 windows. And a view of the street, which is actually the heart of the town if you think about it. The lake just sits there. The street is where things happen. Did you want a shortbread?
Sure.
Danny, her evening staff, a 26-year-old who studies remotely and works 4 evenings a week and is, Maureen believes, the most unflappable person she has ever employed. This is how Maureen processes things. She offers shortbread, not as a distraction exactly, more as punctuation, a way of closing one thought and beginning another. She has been doing this for 21 years, and the shortbread has never failed to help. She stands at the counter for a moment, looking out at the street. The street, in fairness, is doing something. A couple with a stroller, a dog pulling its owner toward the lamppost with great purpose, Terry Bouchard, striding past the window with his phone raised, reading something on the screen, probably the email he just sent himself. Maureen suspects. Because Terry occasionally sends himself things to see how they read from the recipient's perspective. She watches him pass. I promised you Priya last week. It's time. Priya's yoga studio is called Steady Ground. It is on the second floor of a building on Walnut Street, above a pottery supply shop called, straightforwardly, the Pottery Supply Shop, which is owned by a man named Hank, who Priya has never actually seen open the shop, though it is technically open Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 4. She's heard sounds from below. Movement. She believes in Hank. The studio has high ceilings, wood floors, large west-facing windows, through which, on evenings like this one, the last of the day's light comes in at a long angle and makes the room look like something from a calendar. There are plants. A sound system that plays things Priya describes as intentionally ambiguous. Not quite music, not quite silence, something in between, and attached to the studio. Through a door that was not, originally, a door. It was a wall. It is now a door because of Marcus. Is the coffee side. The coffee side has 4 tables, a counter, an espresso machine that cost more than Priya's first car, and hours of operation from 7 to noon, hard stop. This is Priya's line. She drew it. It is not negotiable. She is very clear about this. The door between the studio and the coffee side is closed at noon, locked at 12:01, and does not reopen until 7 the following morning. Marcus made the sign. It says Steady Ground Coffee, 7 to 12. We mean noon. We genuinely mean noon. People have tested this. The sign is not bluffing. On the phone, unhurried but clearly navigating multiple things simultaneously. The mop, the conversation, a thought she's been trying to complete for some time.
No, I know. I know, Marcus, I know. I'm saying Can you hold on 1 second? Okay. I'm saying the farmer's market thing is... Yes, I saw the email. I'm saying I don't think we can do the market and the new Saturday class and the... Okay, yes, I heard you about the deck. I know it's a good idea. I didn't say it wasn't a good idea. A lot of your ideas are good ideas. The coffee side was. The coffee side has been great, Marcus. The coffee side is working really well. I'm just saying that adding a market booth and a deck, and the extended Sunday hours all in the same... How big a deck? Okay. That is a reasonable size deck. I'm not agreeing to the deck. I'm not disagreeing to the deck. I'm saying it's a reasonable size deck. I'll think about the deck. I have to finish closing. I love you. Tell Asha her shin pads are in the dryer. The deck is probably a good idea.
Priya has been doing this for 4 years. The yoga, the coffee, the closing, the calls with Marcus, about ideas she initially resists and eventually agrees are good, because Marcus has a reasonably good idea to bad idea ratio, and Priya, who is nothing if not empirical, has noted the data. She mops the floor in long, even strokes. The light through the windows has gone from amber to mauve to a deep blue that's almost the color of the lake from a distance. She stops for a moment at the big west window. You can't see the lake from here. The building across the street is in the way. But you can see the sky above the lake, the particular quality of dark that comes off that much water. She stands there for a moment with the mop.
Okay, yeah. Good day.
She says this every evening before she leaves the studio. I know this because she told me when I was interviewing residents for the 3rd volume of my history of Snorewood. Still in progress, coming along well, though my publisher, who is also my brother-in-law, is exercising what he calls patience, but which I privately read as doubt. She said she started saying it during a hard year a few years back, just to remind herself, just a small acknowledgement before closing the door. Good day. She told me it helps. Even the hard ones, it helps to say it. Give the day its due. Close it properly. I've started doing it myself. Good day now, the Roundabout. The Snorewood Town Hall has a meeting room on the 2nd floor. It seats 40. Tonight, for the Emergency Parks and Waterfront Committee meeting called by Terry Bouchard on 3 hours' notice, on a Thursday evening in May, it contains Terry Bouchard, Sandra Pham, who drove here in a state of resigned professionalism. Phil Nguyen, the most junior committee member, who came because he lives 4 houses away and felt bad, and, in the back row, not on the committee, not technically authorized to be here, but a registered elector of the municipality of Snorewood, and therefore, as she told Terry when she arrived, perfectly within her rights. Bev Kowalski, 4 people. Terry has set up a projector. He has a presentation. It has 32 slides, with the energy of a man who has been waiting for this moment all week and possibly all year. He glances at Sandra.
Thank you all for coming on short notice. I know it's Thursday evening, and I know some of you may have had other plans, and I want to acknowledge that and say that your commitment to this committee is frankly extraordinary. It's the kind of commitment that makes this town work. Now, I'm sure you've all seen the Gazette. This is slide 1, and I know this is a very large photograph, but so is the Roundabout issue. What I want to address tonight, and I want to be clear that this is not about Frank.
It's about Frank.
This is not about Frank's letter. This is about a larger pattern of misinformation that I think is worth.
What specifically would you like us to do tonight?
I want to present a comprehensive case for the Roundabout, which will be entered into the committee minutes and will serve as an official record.
Are we voting on anything? Are we making a recommendation to council?
Not tonight specifically.
How many slides?
32.
Okay, go ahead, Terry.
He runs the slide again. The arrows go around, smoothly without conflict, each one yielding to the one ahead of it, each one taking its turn, the whole thing resolving in a continuous unhurried loop. Bev watches it. Sandra watches it. Phil watches it. Even Terry, who made the slide, watches it. There is something genuinely soothing about it. 4 people in a fluorescent room at 9 o'clock on a Thursday night, watching animated traffic arrows go around a circle, and something in all of them loosening just slightly. The Roundabout, it must be said, is actually fine.
Is it moving?
Yes, the presentation is animated, so.
The arrows are going around the roundabout.
That's correct.
That's actually quite satisfying to watch.
Isn't it?
Run that slide again.
It is 8:15. You know what that means. Doug, already mid-assessment, as though the lake is a colleague he's checking in with. Thursday, late May. Wind northwest, stronger than yesterday. The lake has taken note of this. You can tell because it's got a little attitude tonight. Not bad attitude. Just aware of itself. Doug pulls his binoculars up.
Color. There's 2 colors tonight. Near shore, a kind of steel blue. And you have to look. You have to commit to the looking. It goes darker. Almost a navy. And right at the line where the light quits, just at the edge of what you can see. There's a color out there tonight that I don't have a word for. That happens sometimes in May. Something the lake does at the transition. I'm going to call it a transition color. That's not a real entry. I know that's not a real entry. Choppiness, 6 purposeful waves, 2 feet, consistent. The lake is doing something. Smell very good. 5 out of 10 cold underneath, but the top layer is almost warm. Something like green, something like distance. It smells like May finally decided to mean it. Overall, tonight, I need to think about tonight for a while. I'll come back to the number. 8. The lake is an 8 tonight. I don't give 8s lightly. You earned it.
He stays on the pier for 31 minutes. Longer than usual. He doesn't write anything else. He just stands there, watching the transition color at the edge of visibility do its slow, unnamed thing. When he finally walks back up the beach toward town, there's something in his step that might be, if you were watching closely enough, something close to gratitude. Not for anything specific, just for the 8. 9:07. Maureen has been sitting at her window table for 8 minutes. The street is quiet now, really quiet, the way it gets after 9, when Snorewood has made most of its decisions, a car occasionally. The raccoon that she suspects lives behind the building passing through, right on schedule, heading north. She doesn't mind the raccoon. It comes, it goes, it causes no trouble. She's thinking about the deck, the new place's deck. She's thinking about it the way a person who has decided to be fine about something thinks about the thing they have decided to be fine about. She takes a slow sip of her decaf.
I've got a street. My street is better.
Then, and this is important, she almost smiles, because she knows, even as she says it, that this is not the actual competition, and that she is going to be completely fine, and that she makes a very good cup of coffee, and that on some level she enjoys this more than she would enjoy winning. Tomorrow. Then, Bev is locking up. 11 minutes later than last week, because she got caught reading the first chapter of something she hadn't meant to start tonight. She pulls on her coat. She turns off the back lights. She does her lap. She stops at the door shelf. 8 books. A different 8 from last week. She considers them for a moment in the way of someone whose relationship with books is professional and also deeply personal, and in her case, not really separable. She takes one out. She considers the cover. She puts it back. She takes a different one. Bev, quietly to the room.
The house at Pooh Corner tonight. I think it's a May thing. Also, if you went to a committee meeting tonight, you know who you are. You should probably have something gentle waiting for you. Good night.
The house at Pooh Corner. A. Milne, 1928. About a bear and his friends and a wood, and the particular quality of an afternoon that has nothing wrong with it. About small loyalties and comfortable places, and the understanding, which the book arrives at quietly at the end without making a fuss, that the best times are often the ones you're in the middle of without knowing it. Bev has sold 61 copies. That's a lot for a town of 15,000. That's a good sign. Nick, writing in the log, reading aloud.
Thursday, May. I looked it up. 22nd. 9:47 p.m. Quiet night. Winds up. You can hear the lake from here, which you can't always. Tonight it sounds like 8 out of 10. I'm learning the scale. Terry Bouchard sent 4 emails to the committee list between 7 and 11 p.m. I'm not on the committee list. Delia from Dispatch is on the committee list. She forwarded them to me because, and I quote, someone should document this. Consider it documented. The Gazette came out today. There was a letter. It was long. It was about the Roundabout. I'm going to say, for the record, that the Roundabout is fine. I drive through it twice a day. It's fine. You yield, you go. It's done. It's pleasant, almost. There was a letter out debarking, too. I have nothing to say about the parking situation on Cedar Street. I don't have a car. New coffee place opening June 1st. Lakefront deck. I will withhold judgment until I've tried the coffee. This feels like the right approach. The stars are good tonight. The wind knocked the haze out. You can see a lot, more than usual. I don't know the star names, most of them. Just the ones everyone knows. Big Dipper, Orion when it's the right season. But there are other ones. Hundreds. More than hundreds. Just a lot of light up there that's been traveling for a very long time to get here and doesn't know or care that it's ending up at Snorewood, Ontario, on a Thursday. Still, it got here. Seems worth noting. Storage unit alarm at 11:14, Unit 14. As expected, as always, I'll log it when it comes. Until then.
It is close to 11 in Snorewood. Terry Bouchard is home now at his kitchen table, annotating the meeting minutes Sandra has already sent. She sent them at 10:15, which Gerald considers extraordinary for accuracy, and in 2 places he has a chamomile tea. He did not make the chamomile tea. He made it because he read somewhere that it helps. He's not certain it helps. He is drinking it anyway because Terry Bouchard, underneath the emails and the slides and the 4 appearances of Civic Flow, is a person who genuinely loves this town and would like most nights to sleep. Priya is in bed. The desk beside her has a notebook and 3 pens and her phone and a book she's been meaning to read since January. She reads 2 pages. She turns out the light. She said it before she left the studio tonight. Good day. It was. Bev is in her reading chair. The House at Pooh Corner, page 40. She reads slowly by choice. She has always read slowly. There is no point arriving at the end quickly. The end will be there when you get there. Doug is home. The notebook is on the table beside the kettle. Before he went to bed, he opened it and looked at the entry one more time. 8. Transition color. Something green. He underlined the 8. He doesn't usually underline. Maureen is asleep. She sleeps well, always has, the specific sound sleep of someone who has been useful all day and knows it. And Nick is still at his desk, still reading. The thermos nearly empty, the log open beside him. The storage unit alarm came in at 11:14, right on schedule. He dispatched, made a note, went back to his book. At 11:30, he looks up from the page and listens. The lake, he's gotten better at hearing it. You learn, if you stay in Snorewood long enough, how to hear the lake through whatever is in between. Through the buildings, the streets, the quiet, ordinary machinery of a sleeping town. Tonight it says 8. He writes one more thing in the log before he goes back to his book. He writes, "The stars got here. So did I." The lake was an 8 tonight. The arrows went around. Bev says the house at Pooh Corner. She says it's a May thing. She's right. It's a May thing. And now, in Snorewood, the lights are low, the streets are quiet, and the lake has gone still. Good night.